pleasant good afternoon. It is February, but we've got baseball for you here on a Tuesday afternoon in southwestern Illinois. That is Simmons Baseball Complex and Roy E. Lee Field here on the campus of SIUE, and it's opening day today as SIUE gets set to face the Illinois State Redbirds out of the Missouri Valley Conference. Joe Pott, Daniel Rodier with you here this afternoon, and in the middle of basketball season, Dan, we have baseball.
Finally. Oh my goodness, finally. A weekend spent away for the Cougars. They make their first trip to Roy E. Lee Field and invite a team that actually had to go north for this game. They're coming from SEMO.
Yeah, they started the season against the Red Hawks in Cape Girardeau, took 2 of 3 from Southeast Missouri State. SIUE dropped 2 of 3 at North Alabama in Florence, Alabama. And as is the case for most teams that are quote-unquote north, they went south, and not too far south, but most of these teams will go south quite a bit before going home. In fact, Illinois State doesn't play a home game until they get into conference play. Well, I take that back. They have a couple coming up, but they don't have a weekend series here coming up for a while.
Number 3, Luke Stolga. Batting second in left field, number 17, Hudden Bate. Batting third, the catcher.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups and the defense first for the visiting Illinois State Redbirds. That's what their defense will look like
when they eventually get there.
Let's take a look at the SIUE defense here as we have the opportunity. This is what they will look like here coming up in the top of the first inning, and they'll do it behind the freshman right-hander Noah Thompson. But that's the defense for them. Fry, Gear, and Thompson-Allen in the outfield. Willoughby, Bloomer, Mitchell, and Nedved. That is an all-OVC infield for SIUE returning from last year. Jose Fischera will do the catching of the freshman right-hander Noah Thompson, and it'll be Kyle Hepburn to be the to work as the DH for SIUE today.
You look at this lineup for SIUE, and it's a lot of returners. I think that's the most important part for them. A lot of comfortability among their compatriots, and it's a squad that needs to have that returning factor looking at last season.
Picked to win the OVC in the preseason poll by the coaches and sports information personnel. Meanwhile, here's the Illinois State batting order for their head coach, Steve Holm. It'll be Luke Stolga to lead things off. Braden Bakes is in left field. Ryan Bakes will do the catching here this afternoon.
I'm already confused.
Graham Mastros is at second base, and he cleans up with Eric Machi at third base. Peyton McHarg out in right field. Camden Karczewski is the shortstop. Cannon Coakley is at first, and Josh Outlaw. That's a great baseball name, by the way.
I think it's one of the better baseball names you'll find in most of the United States. And as a DH, surprisingly that we're seeing him at the bottom of the order. I mean, we'll have this conversation up-teen times this year, I think. But it's always the question as to where a position order usually bats. Outfielders usually early, if not dead last. DH is 3 or 4 instead of 9.
Yeah, it is interesting, and it really depends on the strengths of that particular player. Josh Outlaw, though, is the DH, and they will have the right-hander on the mound for them. Tristan Ryberchek will make the start on the mound for. There's Noah Thompson. That's who will make the start for SIUE. Thompson is a freshman. He is out of Shawnee, Kansas, and DeSoto High School. He's also was a hitter there at DeSoto High School. We'll take a break here. The national anthem is to come, and then, of course, it'll be first pitch baseball to come for you from Edwardsville, Illinois. We'll step aside. We're coming back with that first pitch right after this.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
AHS presents the ups and downs of homeownership. The AC is struggling. And without coverage, a fix could cost up to $6,000? Thank goodness AHS protects your budget. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Our national anthem here in Edwardsville. We're nearly set for first pitch. It is really not that bad temperature-wise. It's a little bit cool because of the wind, and it's overcast. It's been that way for most of the day, but temperature-wise, I think for mid-February in southwestern Illinois, you're probably okay with this.
I feel like everybody had a conversation with meteorologists come the second week of January and said, hey, whatever you can do to kind of fool people at any point over the next month and a half, please do. Because the last 2 days, I was promised 65 and sunny, and it is not 65 nor sunny.
It's supposed to be a record high tomorrow, mid-70s. And then on
I'm
Saturday,
golf.
There's a 30% chance of snow.
If that doesn't tell you about the Midwest, I'm not sure what will.
Cougars taking the field here in Edwardsville, first time in 2026. In their home white uniforms with the black sleeves, black socks, white caps, black bills.
Illinois State, a near full contrast of it. Black tops with red numbers. They will be in the gray pants. Mostly pants. Did you have a preference when you played as to the type of pants you wore?
I wore high socks towards at least the end of, like when I was in high school. I think we wore regular stirrups, but in like summer ball, I wore the high socks usually.
I never wore stirrups once in my life. I would wear the high socks and long pants every game I played from the time I started playing t-ball at the age of 4 until I stopped playing somewhere through high school.
I don't like the solid socks under there. Give me an official, a regulation stirrup, as opposed to just a solid dark pair of socks. That's not the look. I mean, it is the look. It's what people do. You see Ethan Willoughby out there. If you can see, well, in fact, the whole infield has the high socks look. But I want those to be black stirrups as opposed to just black socks.
I don't have a preference. I think most of the jerseys nowadays look good, but it feels a little jarring when you have some players wear long pants, kind of like your pitcher right now, and then all 4 of the infielders are wearing
all 4 infielders, different. The center fielder, the 2 corners have the pants down, and so does Noah Thompson.
This is the analysis you're really looking for nowadays.
Not that everybody probably couldn't see that as well.
Yeah, they've got the same angle we do, just about.
Infield. Luke Stolga is going to lead things off for the Redbirds. Throw down to second. We're sat here on a chilly Tuesday afternoon.
Stolga had a decent extended weekend down at SEMO. They did not play on Sunday, or did not play on Saturday at SEMO. They actually ended up with a doubleheader on Friday because of the rain and, we'll say, miserable conditions everybody ran into.
First pitch on the way. It is swung on and missed, and we're underway at 3:10 here on Tuesday afternoon. It is 55 degrees, cloudy, and the winds are straight out of the south.
Which you can see the flag out in center.
Second pitch, swung on and tapped right behind the plate. Stolga in the hole, 0-2. Sitting .462 after the first weekend. Leads the team. He was 6 out of 13 at Southeast Missouri State. He takes one way inside. Chris Dykman is our home plate umpire. Brett Bogner is at first. Mark Winters is over at third.
Any relation to Mike Winters?
I don't know.
Is that the former MLB umpire?
Mark is a longtime college and minor league umpire.
Yeah, former umpire Mike Winters. I swore that name sounded familiar.
1-2 is high, but I have no idea if it's related, if they are related. Two balls, two strikes on Stolga. Thompson from the stretch, kicks, deals, and a swing and a strike three. It was right into the mitt of the catcher, Fischera. First strikeout, and we're underway. Here's another look at the defense, or what the defense is. It is Fry, Gear, Thompson, Allen, left to right in the outfield. Willoughby, Bloomer, Mitchell, and Nedved on the infield. As you see, it's Fischera doing the catching of the right-hander, Noah Thompson. Here's Braden Bakes. Left fielder swings and flies it out of play off to the left. 5'9" redshirt sophomore out of Algonquin. Count is even now on Bakes. On one, high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Bakes is a left-hander. This Bakes is a left-hander. Two one. Ooh, just missed. Pretty good pitch. So says TrackMan. Three one is high. Bakes walks, and Illinois State has its first base runner here in this one. One on, one out. Here is Ryan Bakes.
Bat right next to each other. I think it's intentional at this point.
I'm sure that it is.
Wonder how long they've been doing that.
Braden will draw a throw from Thompson. He has stolen a base this year. He's 1 out of 1.
Ryan had a hit and a run scored in all 3 games down at Cape Girardeau.
And he takes down and in. So these two, the two Bakes are reunited after starting their college career elsewhere. Bakes pulls one down inside the left field line. It'll ricochet in the corner. Fry comes up with it. Coming around third is Braden Bakes. No throw, and Illinois State has a 1-0 lead here early. It's an RBI double for Ryan Bakes. So an early lead for the Redbirds here this afternoon. The Bakes brothers are twins, by the way. Here's Mastros now. Mastros takes a pitch on the inside, ball 1. Junior out of Northfield, Illinois. 1-0 pitch way high, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Mastros started his college career at St. Louis, played in 50 games there in 2024. 49 games, 46 starts last year for the Redbirds. Hit .292 last year. He's off to a .417 start in 2026. The 2-0. Inside, off the glove of Fischera. That'll put Bakes in third. So the runner advances. Three and 0 on Mastros. Thompson deals. That's right there, and it's 3-1. Mastros will step out. (3-1) inside, and it's the second walk in the inning now for Noah Thompson.
We'll see this a lot earlier on in the season. Walks can hurt a pitcher not only because they're really not pitching all that much earlier on for the previous couple weeks in live game scenarios, but I think most notably because they just haven't been in those game scenarios after giving up the walk. The first couple pitches that inning not helping you, and you start to get a little anxious about the runners on base. Seemingly right now not too afraid. Gets Machej swinging, at least at the first. Tries to go high again, can't get him to chase the second time.
Even count, a ball and a strike on Matchy. Hit .417 on the series against Southeast Missouri. 1-1, he swings, pops it up behind the plate. It's back our way. There it is.
That hurt. I wonder how many dents there are.
A lot.
I don't think you can
but
really see all that many.
Last year I felt like there were more that I expected to hit that carried over. So that we're off to a good start this year.
You were ready for it from the first pitch?
Right on top.
First opportunity to foul back. It's impressive, Joe. He's already got the ear.
And now Thompson is ahead in the count at 1-2. Here it is. Just missed. Two balls, two strikes. Two is chopped foul. Machi's a sophomore out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
They're definitely not playing baseball up there. At least not right now.
I would doubt it. I wonder if they have domes. Like they've got that softball dome in Peoria here.
Did you know that Minnesota plays their baseball and softball games at U.S. Bank Stadium until they're able to play outside?
Yeah, makes sense. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He chased upstairs. 2 strikeouts in the inning now for Thompson. Listen, if you're in Minnesota though, there's a chance you're not going to play baseball for if you were trying to play outside. You're not going to play baseball till April at some cases, depending on the winter. So they've almost got to do that. Take a look at how high this pitch is here, up around the letters. So 2 down, 2 on, and this is Peyton McHarg, and he takes upstairs. He is also from the Great White North, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, where the St. Louis Blues once threatened to move.
Yeah.
They did.
I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying that, yeah, they would have actually.
That was a serious issue back in the 80s. Blues were going to move to Saskatoon. Eric remembers. That's right. Harry Ornest was the one who saved the Blues, kept them in St. Louis.
Wasn't that the case with the Saints, where there was rumors of them exiting stage left after Katrina and winning?
They were going to go to San Antonio, I think, is after that. 2-1 pitch is upstairs.
Right now, there are more teams threatening to go other places. Whether the Chicago Bears will go to Iowa or not, CBS Sports on Instagram Threads posted an image of whether the Bears were going to go to Iowa, and they labeled Missouri as Iowa because those are the same state apparently.
3-1 is a strike called. Eric Dykman, a little drama there, giving us a chance to speculate. Count is full now on McHarg. 2 on, 2 outs, a run in for Illinois State here in the first. Noah Thompson deals the 3-2. Runner goes from first, a swing and a miss. Thompson strikes out the side here in his collegiate debut. Illinois State does get on the board, but Thompson limits the damage. We're headed to the bottom of the first here in Edwardsville. It's Illinois State 1. SIUE is coming up.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one. No, okay.
Live for the bases loaded, for the full counts.
You got this.
Live for the away games, for the strikeouts.
Oh,
live for the high fives, the pop flies, and the moonshots.
that's my girl.
There's my slugger.
Live for the big moments and the little ones. Live the game like never before.
You back for the bottom of the first inning. Mac Mitchell, Tarek Thompson-Allen, Chase Bloomer, Ryan Nedjved, Ethan Willoughby, Kyle Hepburn, Brendan Fry, Jose Fischera, Daniel Gear. That's what it looks like for SIUE.
Not a single underclassman in that list. There are 3 juniors. It's Nedjved, Fischera, and Gear. Everybody else in the starting lineup for the Cougars, a senior.
So you talked about the continuity of, we were talking specifically about the Cougar infield, which obviously is in this lineup here, but then you add in the experience that some of those folks have as you take another look at what Illinois State's defense looks like. Bakes, Stolga, McHarg in the outfield, Matchy, Shashewski, Mastros on the infield as Mitchell fouls one away. Coakley at first, Bakes, the other Bakes, doing the catching.
At least they play different parts of the field.
Karcheski. I knew I was going to get that name wrong, by the way. Karcheski.
You said it the first time. I'm like, I would have guessed it was Karcheski.
I didn't, and then I messed it up the second time. 0-1 hits him right in the back, and Mitchell is going to go to first on a hit by pitch.
I'm no mathematician. I feel like getting your first base runner on your first at-bat is a very good start, even if it may not feel the best there for Mac Mitchell.
You're a leadoff guy. Your job is to get on base, however that happens. Tristan Ryberchek is the pitcher, making his first appearance this year. Appeared in 13 games last year, 14 strikeouts in 23 innings. Primarily, well, almost exclusively a reliever last year. Was a reliever, exclusively a reliever, I believe, last year. Season high 4 innings, did that 3 different times. Want to know on Tarek Thompson-Allen, who played at Southern Indiana last season. Or I should say played at UIC last season, played at Southern Indiana before that. Long story short, he's got some college experience under his belt as well. 54 games last year with UIC. He swings and fouls this one away. 10 doubles, 5 homers, hit .255. Spent 2024 with Southern Indiana, where he hit .314 in 59 games. He has started this year 0 for 9. 2-1. Fouled back. Off to the right. Mac Mitchell at first has stolen a base. He has not been caught. Last year he stole 16 and 18 tries. This one hit in the air, down the line, and it's going to drop for a hit. Bakes tried to chase it down, couldn't get to it. Coming around third is Mitchell. He's not going to get a throw, and SIUE has tied it with nobody out in the first. So the first hit of the year for Tarek Thompson-Allen is an RBI double to tie this one up.
You have that same conversation for Thompson-Allen of you got to get activated at some point. Now is a really good time to do so.
Listen, might have taken a little advantage of the wind, but everybody's playing in the same ballpark today. That one carried all the way into the left field corner. Now Bloomer will hit. First pitch is down low. It sneaks under Bakes. Headed to third is Thompson-Allen, and he gets there without a play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised you even made that throw. You get a little concerned once that ball gets far enough away. It's a little low for him to even try and deal with. He does try and zip it over, but to no avail.
I think that was a wild pitch that put Thompson-Allen on third base, and now SIUE with a chance to go on top here early.
Talk about the Great White North. He's out of Ottawa, Kansas.
Mm-hmm. Takes down low. Bloomer hit .306 last year, led the team with 71 hits. Also, well, actually second with 48 RBIs. 2-0 pitch. It is outside. Actually, that was the 3-0. Bloomer walks. So the first 3 have reached for SIUE here in the first, and in stands Ryan Nedved, but not before a visit to the mound. So one of the Illinois State coaches making a mound visit here. I don't know which one is their pitching coach, to be honest.
I want to say that's head coach Steve Holm.
Yeah, I don't think so, is it? Maybe it is. You might be right.
Happens from time to time.
Oh, I think you are. I think you're spot on. I didn't realize it. I think it is Steve Holm.
Yeah. Head coach Steve Holm.
Who is in his 10th season with Illinois State. 8th season with Illinois State. Yep, 8th season, sorry. Sean Lyons is in his 10th season with SIUE. Maybe I was going back, getting confused. So here's Nedved, who takes a pitch outside. Nedved a tremendous year a season ago, was named the Ohio Valley Conference preseason player of the year by 2 different college publications, and he taps this one left to the mound. Speared by Rybercheck. Throw to first is in time, and in to score is Thompson Allen. It's 2-1 SIUE as Nedved picks up his second RBI this year. That is out number 1 here in the first. Brings in Ethan Willoughby.
Now up to bat, third baseman number 8, Ethan Willoughby.
First pitch to Willoughby. Breaking pitch for a strike called.
Wimmer's getting antsy over at second base.
Willoughby last year a little bit down production-wise compared to 2024, where he hit 309. Last year he hit 261, and he sends one up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming around third to score is Bloomer. The throw's cut off, and it's 3-1 Cougars. Willoughby with an RBI single, first RBI of the year for the Cougars' third baseman, and SIUE keeps things moving here in the first inning. Kyle Hepburn will be the hitter now.
Slap the opposite side in the early start. Nedved getting himself activated. Everybody seemingly getting activated here in the Cougar first. DH trying to add himself to that tally.
And a ground ball hit to the right side. Mastros steps on second himself, fires to first in time. It's a double play, and it will end the first inning, but not before. SIUE scores 3 times here in the bottom of the first inning. And as we head to the second in Edwardsville, it's SIUE on top, 2-1.
Energy needs may change with the seasons, but saving money makes sense all year. With CenterPoint Energy's efficiency programs, it's easy. Home energy assessments help spot ways to save. Rebates can lower heating, cooling equipment costs. And our online marketplace delivers energy-saving products to your door. Electric and gas savings, all from your local energy provider. See how you can save this winter by going to center/smart savings.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Member FDIC.
Stayed here as we start the second inning in Edwardsville. Noah Thompson walked a batter. Walked a couple of batters, actually, in that first inning. Gave up a run, but struck out the side in the process.
Both teams an extra base hit through the first. However, the Cougars capitalizing elsewhere.
So it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up here in the second inning. Karcheski, Coakley, and Outlaw. And the offense, of course, coming to Thompson's aid there in the bottom of the inning to get him back on the right side of things.
Arguably the play previously could have been the inning-ending double play ball, but just outside the reach of what in double play depth.
Right-handed hitting Karcheski, 300 for the year. He takes just high. 3 out of 10 at SEMO. No homers, no RBIs. One-0 pitch, missed inside. Karcheski, a grad student. 2-0. Way high. 3 balls, no strikes now from Thompson. 2 seasons at Purdue Fort Wayne for Karcheski. He was an All-Horizon League first-team player last year. 47 starts for the Mastodons. 3-0 pitch down the middle for a strike. He hit 324. He is closer to home here in Normal. Joliet is his home. Pops it up third base side. Willoughby calling for it and puts it away for out number 1. One gone for Coakley.
Number 23, Cannon Oakley.
Right-handed hitter takes down and in. 1 out of 7 in his first weekend this year. And he fouls one straight back. Coakley is also a former Screaming Eagle. Made 47 appearances for Southern Indiana last year.
If I remember correctly, back to last season, he had some decent success here.
Ground ball hit up the middle to his left, speared, and the play is made by Chase Bloomer for the out. That's out number 1.
Now to bat, designated hitter.
Here's Outlaw now.
13, Josh Outlaw.
First pitch swinging off the hands, little pop up. It is just out of the reach of Fischera, just over the backstop.
Good thing we have some attentive fans here at Roy E. Lee Field. That one could have hurt.
If you get to the first and third base sides of home plate, there's a lot more open area where if that pop up comes over the net, that you're vulnerable. Behind the plate, not as much. There is some room down near the backstop near the nets, but everything else is covered. There are 3 rows of, I guess you call them box seats, of chairback seats here at Roy E. Lee Field. Then there's a little concourse, and then there are, I don't know, probably 15 rows of bleacher seats up under cover. 1-1 pitch, fouled out of play, which is really nice, especially if you get a little bit of rain.
It's
a little shelter.
It's a double-edged sword, though, for us, because sometimes you'll see it maybe later on in the season where those speakers will come into our camera angles.
Well, the poles are not ideal, for sure, yes.
But it's nice that we don't have to cover the cameras.
Backstop. Yes, it's an old covered. But there's a lot of college stadiums that are just wide open. And you get, well, for one, when it gets later in the season, too, you're trying to get out of the sun. Illinois State plays at Duffy Bass Field, just a beautiful facility on their campus.
A lot of the Missouri Valley has some very nice complexes. Murray State's currently residing at a couple different Missouri Valley complexes.
Here's a pop-up left side again, foul territory. That's going to carry out a play.
Did you hear they're playing at a couple different...
Murray State is?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what they're...
So they're currently in renovations for, I think, their press box, or a good portion of their field. So they have been playing. They played a couple games at SEMO.
Okay.
And I believe last weekend they actually played at Southern Illinois. But they didn't play Southern Illinois. They played home games.
They just redid their press box there. That one missed outside.
But I know they have 3 separate facilities they are hosting home weekends at.
Yeah, interesting.
Cape Girardeau being one of them, Carbondale being a second, and I want to say one in Kentucky, if not Tennessee, that's the third. They're all in the neighborhood of Murray State, but I think all 3 of them are in different states, as ironic as that may be.
That's upstairs. Well, Murray is in Kentucky, so... that one would be, if it is in Kentucky, that makes sense. They did check the swing, but Outlaw did not swing, so says Mark Winters at third.
And I think I have to agree with him. It's pretty close.
Yeah,
but
I
not
didn't
enough.
think he did either.
I got a good angle of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Luke Stolga is the hitter. He struck out his first time up. First pitch in the dirt. Fischera picked it out. Outlaw is the third walk today for Noah Thompson. They shift the right-handed hitting Stolga just a little bit to hit the other way. 1-0 pitch off the hands, popped up there.
I don't think that's
two today.
That's never not going to be funny.
2 today, though.
You can see Mac Mitchell cut back to our pitch camera. He is shaded almost directly behind second base. He's maybe 4 feet to the right of second base.
1-1, swing and a miss. He chased upstairs on an 85-mile-per-hour fastball.
And notably, this would be legal in the majors, but in college baseball, the shift is still legal.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So him going to the left,
so he can be
base,
to the.
He is not restricted.
You are correct.
To where he currently is.
1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is 4 today for Noah Thompson, and he's gotten Stolga twice. We're heading to the bottom of the second in Edwardsville, where SIUE leads Illinois State 3-1.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform makes all your tech work together. Any system, any workflow.
Any AI?
Yeah.
Any cloud?
Yes.
Any data source? The man said anything.
Any whipped cream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be shy. A little more.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check my outfit before meeting my girlfriend's family. Yeah. So check Allstate first, and you can save hundreds.
Illinois State makes a pitching change as we start the second inning here at SIUE. Lucas Foley, a 6'3 junior out of Deer Park, Illinois. So he takes over for Ryberchek. Foley, formerly at Valparaiso, made 4 starts last year at Valpo. He has not appeared in a game yet. I take that back. He has appeared once for Illinois State against SEMO, pitched an inning and a third.
Sat down everybody he faced and was actually the winning pitcher in that game, but by the smallest of margins possible. Faced 4 guys at the tail end of the game, sat them all down. They ended up scoring shortly after he went back to the bench. And they won that game 7-6. So he's got one of the 2 wins for the team. Had a strikeout, a couple groundouts. Doesn't have to be a stellar start or a stellar relief appearance. Here, I think he's going to get a few more pitches than he did against SEMO back on Friday.
3 earned runs allowed for Ryberchek. As he exits, Brendan Fry leads things off. First pitch down low for ball 1. Fry was 1 of 2 in 1 game played at North Alabama. .1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Last year, appeared in 50 games, made 8 starts. He appeared in 29 games, 50 at-bats, 8 out of 50. It's a 160 average, did have 3 RBIs. Takes outside, it's 1-2.
He's got the unfortunate lefty-on-lefty matchup. That thing had 12 inches of horizontal break, another 8 inches of vertical break, a slurve, if you will. It started at his shoulder, and a dead center of the zone. He still ducked away from it.
1-2 pitch, hit the other way. Bakes on the track, will backpedal again and make the catch. About 2 steps from the fence.
Did not feel like he got that much of it, but you can see it in center field. The center field American flag is flying and trying to fly off the pole.
Now to bat, catcher number 29.
Even my Windows taskbar is telling me it's a bit windy.
Here's Fischera. He takes a strike. Fischera has also appeared in a game for the Cougars so far. And he smokes one to second, but it's caught by Mastros. Hit it right on the nose, but lined out right to the Illinois State second baseman. 2 outs, and the hitter is Gear.
You'll see
another All-OVC player.
You'll see it just over the shoulder, I think. Watch this just fade right into the glove.
First pitch to Gear is just high. Gear 1 out of 9 against North Alabama. And he bunts this one back foul. Last year hit .355. First team All-OVC selection, 7 homers, 36 driven in. Two outs, bases empty. Foley, the left-hander, deals. The 1-1 is there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one swung on, tapped foul, back to the left. Foley's 1-2 on the way. Outside, 91.
I mean, from the first or second pitch that he didn't throw as an off-speed, he's been hitting the 90s, and comfortably so. It doesn't feel like he's overthrowing all that many of these to try and hit 90 just for the sake of hitting 90.
2-2. Hard hit, one hop, smoked, but played by Karcheski, and he makes the play across to first. That was a really good play by the Illinois State shortstop on a hard hit ball to short. That ball was absolutely smoked. Came off the bat about 100 miles per hour. We're headed to the third inning here in Edwardsville with SIUE on top of the visiting Illinois State Redbirds. It is 3-1.
Only the ServiceNow AI Control Tower lets you see all your AI in one place.
I'm tracking all our AI agents, HR, IT, customer service.
You've got your eye on all your AI. I rap too.
So many talents.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. But fortunately, I did not check just how permanent my body paint was. So, yeah, check Allstate first. You can save hundreds.
3-1 lead for SIUE as we start the third inning here at Roy E. Lee Field, Simmons Baseball Complex. Joe Pott, Daniel Roedier with you. Glad you are with us today. A lot of times, well, I mean, primarily, midweek games are really you get a lot of chance to see some guys that, you know, for example, like a Jose Fischera, we saw he might catch one game during the weekend. Maybe then he catches the weekday game. You're going to get some starts from some guys like freshman pitchers that you don't quite know yet what you've got as far as the game is concerned.
I think it's also important to know that this is still game 4 of the season for
100%,
both of these teams.
That's a good point.
There are times where in the out-of-conference basketball season, because it's still technically basketball season, I feel like equating it there is one of the better options. Early on, you'll see a lot of your normal conference season starters in those early games. Get their minutes, get comfortable in game environments, Here in baseball, it's a very similar thing. You'll see those starters you will see during the conference season start these early, even midweek games alongside the weekend games because they mean not as much, but for those players, getting that extra rep or getting an extra start or even seeing an extra pitch is that much more important.
Braden Bakes walked and scored the only run for Illinois State back in the first. Thompson kicks, steals, a big swing and a miss.
And on the completely contrasting side of that, for pitchers especially, you have a true freshman pitcher get a step in like this and get a couple good innings in, even a few good innings in, 3 or 4, and you're looking at a very good player you can rely on, even as a reliever later or as an extra starter should you have that need in an extended week.
1-2 is outside. I think that probably, I think it happens probably more than people realize. Like, that's where, just as you said, when I think of like when you need an extra starter, it's sometimes when you get to postseason play. And if you have to play game after game after game, you need more arms, and maybe you need a start from someone who wasn't a weekend starter, but it's a guy like you mentioned. Maybe he's had success in those weekday games.
I think you may be the quickest broadcaster to bring up OVC postseason
Yeah,
play.
well, there we go.
It is the third. No, it's an important factor because you're not really playing.
But everybody's got.
You're not playing 5-6 back-to-back games.
Correct.
Until you reach that point in the season.
And that's the same. You know that's the same for a team like Illinois State. By the way, the OV and the Missouri Valley match so well for midweek baseball. You'll see it across both leagues. That's what everybody. That's a vast majority of what a lot of teams are doing. And actually, obviously, Illinois State opened their season with a weekend series against Southeast Missouri State. So it's all of these teams so close in proximity to one another. Makes perfect sense. 3-2 on Bakes to start the third, and he walks. He took one inside, and he goes to first. That's the fourth free pass today for Noah Thompson.
Now up to bat, catcher number 11, Ryan Bakes.
So here is Ryan Bakes. He has the only RBI of the afternoon for Illinois State.
Also the only hit.
It has sort of been, it's been a lot of all or nothing. Walk or strikeout has been a lot of what Thompson has done today. He's walked 4, he has struck out 4. And again, to your point, it's the 4th game of the season. He is a true freshman, so I think that a little inconsistency is expected.
I'd be concerned if there was an inconsistency. This guy may be a robot otherwise.
And if he gets you through 3 innings, I think that you're in really good shape for a midweek. We've seen plenty of midweek games that you use 9 pitchers in 9 innings or more, and Illinois State is, in fact, on pace to do that. They've used 2 in 2 innings, so it might be that way for the other side.
You finish a competitive midweek game under 6 pitchers, you've done something right.
I agree. 1-0 pitch is way upstairs. And Fischera's going to go out and chat with Noah Thompson.
I think those 2 pitches are a good illustration of how all or nothing it's been for Thompson, where he walks a guy, misses low, then proceeds to miss really high. He had a pass ball in the first inning that really could have cost him another run. It was actually a double from Ryan Bakes that was a follow-up pass ball after giving up the hit. It just felt like nerves, where you're giving up that opportunity, and you probably honestly shouldn't be. That was a 90-foot from home second run that should not have been arguably even 180 feet from home.
The 2-0 is up and in on the right-handed hitting Bakes, and it's 3-0 now. You know, our next step is to hook up the little ring camera or something to the dugout or to the bullpen here so we can see what's going on in the bullpen.
So, believe it or not, I'll give you all at home a peek into how the setup's going.
Pull the curtain back for us, Dan.
We would have had a camera in center field to look at both bullpens.
Unfortunately.
But unfortunately, one of our connectors that we tried to use
not working for us today.
Decided that wasn't happening about 25 minutes before first pitch.
3-1 pitch is up and in, and both Bakes are on base with a base on balls. Runners at first and second. Nobody out for Graham Mastros, and we're going to visit. In fact, we'll get a pitching change. That is the Cougars head coach, Sean Lyons, and he is likely to make a change here in the third. And he is. So not a terrible start, as we said, for Noah Thompson. I think all things considered, you see a lot, and like you said, too, you battle some nerves, right? But then the next time out, this gets easier. And the next time after that, it gets easier still. So a lot of positives, I'm sure, for Noah Thompson, who leaves with 4 strikeouts but 5 walks in this game. He does leave with the Cougars in front, so he will not have a loss here today. Won't get a win. But the Cougars go to the bullpen here, and we'll tell you who it is as soon as we have a look at who it is. You get a look at Thompson making his way back to the Cougar dugout, and he'll get a hand from his teammates as he gets there. And a right-hander will take over. Brendan Grams.
That's what it looks like.
Brendan Grams, the sophomore, will take over here for the Cougars in inning number 3 as he goes through his warm-up tosses. The 5'11" sophomore from Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Grams making his first appearance this season. Last year, 8 appearances, all out of the bullpen, 0-1 with an 8.59 ERA, 7 1/3 innings. 10 walks, 5 strikeouts, and opponents hit .250 against Grams.
Very limited numbers, and all in those midweek games. He was a factor in one of the crazier baseball games I think you and I have ever seen, that Mizzou 8-error.
Oh, my gosh. I would have, yeah.
That was an adventure. You can't watch it now, but if
you had the Evansville game too, where Evansville went up 10-0, and then SIUE came back and won that game. So
there were a couple. Those midweek games, they lead themselves to everything sometimes, and I don't think I'd trade them for the world. They're always entertaining, and sometimes you'll see the same teams a couple times. You and I were talking about the Missouri Valley. Kind of similar with SIUE and St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
SLU is the next team up for SIUE in those midweek matchups. That's next
They have them
Tuesday.
4 times this year or 3? 3 times this year.
Twice at home, although another peek behind the curtain, I don't know if that second time will be shown, as SIUE softball plays Kansas City in a doubleheader. That's tax day, if you're thinking about that now. Almost exactly 2 months from today, February 15th.
So if I'm the first to bring up the OVC tournament, you're the first to bring up tax day this year.
I've been thinking about my taxes since December, man. My taxes are a nightmare.
Mine aren't great. Here is Graham Mastros. He walked his first time up, of course, facing Noah Thompson. 2 on, nobody out, third inning, 3-1 SIUE, the pitch. Swinging a foul back.
So you're facing a little bit of a different arm slot as well. Graham steps in. Another guy, you said, at limited playing time. He had a shade over 7 innings pitched last season. You get him for a couple innings, kind of get him activated come conference season as well. That breaking ball especially.
Dropped right in on the outside. The biggest question mark, I think, for this SIUE team is bullpen.
Yeah.
Is who are going to fill the spots that you had a great back end of the bullpen last year with Duncan McLaughlin, Liam McKillop, and you had Tyler Davis at the end of that bullpen, who finished the year with 7 saves last year. In fact, the 3 of them combined had 10 saves last year. That's a lot. And so they're trying to piece together who is going to fill that bullpen. And I think, again, something you mentioned, this is where you might find a piece as you go through the early, and not just the midweek games, but the weekend games before you get to OVC play. You are trying to find out those things so that when you get to OVC play, you've got some of those pieces in place. And I think that everybody is doing that same thing.
Looking for the check swing here. Did not look like he went.
2-2. This time he did. Brett Bogner gives him the ring up from first base. And Grams picks up his first strikeout.
And he's right. A shade in front of home plate, albeit very barely. But there have actually been rumors with the ABS and the MLB that you need to go 45 degrees in front of home plate, not just in front of home plate.
See, here's my issue with that. And this is where I think that you lose something when you're not. You lose that human element, because if you look, there is nothing that says a swing has to cross the plate, et cetera, et cetera. The only thing that an umpire has to decide is, was there intent to swing? Now,
I think the answer is yes every
mostly
time.
they use, what I would agree. Mostly they are using that, right? Did he cross the plate? Did he bring his hands through? When I was in independent baseball, you only had the two umpires. So you had a plate umpire and an umpire who was often where right now Mark Winters is, which he's just off to the left side of the mound, as you can see in your shot there. And what they told me is they would be looking for, and this is wood bat obviously, the cup of the bat. If they could see the cup of the bat, then they thought that was a swing. But to your point, mostly what you're looking for now when you're appealing to third or first on those umpires is, did that cross the plate? But it's interesting, if you're using an ABS system, you have to have some sort of benchmark, right? So
there has to be some line drawn
Correct.
At some point if you're going to automate it. I think the plate should be the place to do it, but nobody ever asked me, and nobody ever will, so that doesn't matter.
The 1-2 pitch is low. It's 2-2 on Machi, who struck out his first time up. The Bakes brothers on the bases, the 2-2 pitch. They check swing, didn't go, says Brett Bogner. He's been busy. Machi already off to a .417 start this year. He only appeared in 16 games last year. 3-2, hard hit off the pitcher, off the umpire. It's an out at second and an out at first.
No way.
That is a 1-4-3 double play with an assist to Mark Winters. Wow.
I can't believe it. I think that may be the craziest out I've seen in college baseball.
And Daniel Gear gave him a check there just to make sure he was all right. Thanks for the assist, he said. It's a double play to end the inning. My goodness.
Here's what it looked like.
1, 2, and then the double play.
It could not have fallen to a better location.
We're coming back to Edwardsville.
Are you ready to take your money?
Only the ServiceNow AI platform makes all your tech work together. Any system, any workflow.
Any AI?
Yeah.
Any cloud?
Yes.
Any data source?
The man said anything.
Any whipped cream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Little more.
AHS presents the ups and downs of homeownership. The AC is struggling, and without coverage, a fix could cost up to $6,000? Thank goodness AHS protects your budget. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Well, they say you see things that you've never seen before when you get to the ballpark, and that's what we saw. That's what I saw anyway, and I've called a lot of baseball games in my life, and I've never seen a 1-4-3 double play that looked quite like this. Off the pitcher's back, off the umpire's leg, it rolls right to the second baseman, Mac Mitchell, who then turns the double play.
Look at the reaction, and any slow of a reaction, this either gets squirted out past the shortstop, off the back of Grams, or just straight up the middle, and probably for a hit. It hits him, hits the left knee of Winters, and that's just unfortunate robbery. And a highlight, to understate the obvious. That's impressive.
That's pretty crazy. Mac Mitchell hits top of the SIUE order here in the third inning.
Speaking of getting hit by the ball, he was hit by a pitch to start the game off, or start the home half of the game off.
Ball and 2 strikes on him here. Top of the order for the Cougars, Mitchell, Thompson, Allen, and Bloomer. One, two. It is low, and the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mitchell, who is looking for his first hit of the season. Two is a called third strike. Mitchell's rung up for the first out here in the third. Also the first strikeout for Lucas Foley.
Foley getting activated at the tail end of the previous inning. Had to call for the pitch again out on the mound.
Count is even, one strike. Two, 1. It's down low. Two is low, and the count is full on Thompson Allen. He doubled to drive in a run in the first.
He would have scored anyway, but he ended up advancing also on a wild pitch.
Swinging a ground ball, foul, first base side.
Oh, missed opportunity. Would have had a pretty easy ground ball over at first base for the first base coach. It's Damo Stornello.
Here's Bloomer. Bloomer hits one in the air into right, racing in McHarg. Nobody gets it. Mastros was racing out. McHarg was racing in, and it drops in for a base hit for Bloomer. So it's 1 on, 2 outs for Ryan Nedved. Nedved grounded out his first time up, but drove in a run. He looks at a pitch over the outside for strike 1. Short lead at first for Bloomer. Foley's going to throw. Ooh, he threw it high, but it was handled by Coakley over at first. A 1. That's in for a strike.
You can see the high pitch or the high throw over. Had to take a little hop to get there. Not really a dangerous pickoff attempt, more dangerous to almost throw the ball away.
Oh, 2, runner goes, pitch is low, Throw is too late. Stolen base for Bloomer, his first of the year. It is 1-2 on Nedved. Runner in scoring position now as Foley checks, comes with the 0-2, and Nedved shoots it foul down the left field side. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nedved down on strikes. The Cougars are done here in the third as Foley retires the side, striking out the side. He does give up a hit in between. Nobody scores, and we go to the fourth with SIUE on top of Illinois State in Edwardsville. It's 3-1.
Are you ready to take your money to new heights? Get a flexible high-yield checking account that lets you customize your interest rate so you can keep your finances headed in the right direction. With Elevate Checking from United Fidelity Bank, you're in control of how much you earn. You can raise your rate with a few easy steps. Get more ways to earn more with Elevate Checking and start earning 4.00% APY. Learn more at unitedfidelity.com/elevate or visit your local banking center.
What's it like to be a student athlete in the OVC? We rise to challenges and challenge others to rise with us. We show respect. We lead by example. In the OVC, we become champions on and off the field. That's OVC Sports, and you've got to OVC it.
We start the fourth inning with the Cougars on top of the Redbirds. It's 3-1 here in Edwardsville. Ohio Valley Conference and Missouri Valley Conference getting together for some midweek baseball here early in the baseball season this weekend. Both will hit the road. Actually, I take it back. I believe. Let's see where they're at.
Correct.
Well, I don't know where that is, though. They're listed as the Snowbird Classic.
I can tell you. We have a graphic for it. Don't
worry. Fantastic.
In just a second, at least.
Might as well let us all in on it. I don't know where that's. It just says Snowbird Classic, so I just don't know where they're playing the Snowbird Classic. That's the Illinois State will play UMass, Lowell, Brown, and Miami of Ohio.
Here it is. It's Port Charlotte, Florida.
Oh.
And it's
nice.
The Snowbird Classic, but completely unfair, by the way. Indiana State's going to this. They're a tree. And Brown is going to this. They're the Bears. It's not a Snowbird Classic. It's a vaguely
But a snowbird is what you refer to when you're headed south for the winter.
Yeah,
there you are.
Brown wouldn't go south for the winter. They've got a small advantage.
The fur?
Yeah. Snowbird Classic. I like the idea.
McHarg struck out his first time up. He's in the hole 0-2 here in the fourth. SIUE is headed south as well. They'll be at southeastern Louisiana. 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it. McHarg grounds it back to the backstop.
Not the first time SIUE Diamond Sports have been down in Louisiana either, or playing against teams from Louisiana. The Cougar softball team was down there, playing one of our bosses' alma mater, Northwestern State.
0-2 pitch. Strike three called. McHarg is rung up. Second strikeout now for Grams. By the way, Ben Sworden, who's the head softball coach at SIUE, was telling me they had their own little they did like a Mardi Gras parade when they were down there, and
it's got to be so fun.
All of the teams had their own little like spot with like food and drink, and he said it was really, really nice that they were well taken care of down there because it was the Mardi Gras Mambo. Yeah, correct. That's what the softball tournament was. It was really it was kind of cool though. He was very complimentary of everything.
Every time I see a multi-team event or multi-team tournament run between any sport, the activities that go on outside of the sport itself, always entertaining.
This one flied into the corner, right field side, and it drops out of the reach of Thompson Allen.
I want to say that's just foul, and he's lucky it dropped foul because that could have been dangerous. He makes contact, yeah, just foul. You'll see it here. As he goes down the line, he is a step and a half outside the line. But that drops. It's easily a double.
Probably a ball that I think he would have told you should have been caught.
I guarantee you hit him straight in his palm.
So the inning continues. The at-bat continues for Karcheski. The 1-1 home. Breaking pitch is in for a strike.
Just barely as well. See it catch the top of the zone right here, just at the numbers.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased one that time.
I think he's looking to appeal it. I'm not sure he agrees with the fact he was called for the swing and strike.
I'm not sure what he could be arguing there.
Maybe
that was
a foul tip?
Full. Oh, maybe he's asking for a foul tip.
Let's see it.
That is, I think, a possibility.
It's close. It does look like the ball changes direction a little bit. That's maybe the argument there. But
because what Karcheski asked Chris Dykman was to appeal or to ask for some help there, which Chris Dykman did not. So you might be right that he was saying that he foul tipped it. Got a piece of it there at the plate. First pitch is a strike to Coakley. 2 outs, bases empty, 4th inning. Graham's 0-1. Outside.
Some of the camera angles you'll see this evening, or this afternoon into this evening, are the official replay cameras. So if things are challenged, we get a very similar look to what the officials and umpires will see. However, I do not believe that is a challengeable play in college baseball.
I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. I don't think that it would be. It makes sense. 2-1 on Coakley, who's in the 8th spot in the Illinois State lineup.
You can only challenge it if it is a catch or no catch. If the foul tip goes in or not into the catcher's mitt.
2-1 swung on, fouled away deep down the right field line.
We had a conversation with Coakley that he was somewhat successful here at SIUE last season. He did play here when he played for the Screaming Eagles. Had a couple hits, an RBI.
Two coming. Lined into left field. That's going to drop in. Second hit of the game for Illinois State as Coakley is on with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. First hit since the 1st inning.
I like that play by Brendan Fry as well. Fry decides he's going to step back on the ball and just keep it in front of him. He knows he's probably not at risk of giving up what could be a double. So he decides to go just step directly behind the ball, basically just plant his body in front of it like he's a catcher and block it off.
So one of the issues here is the wind is going to carry that ball right at you, and you have to be careful as Outlaw is hit by a pitch, and now it's 2 on, 2 outs in the 4th.
Hope he's been doing his calf stretches.
But a smart play in that if you're not keeping that in front of you, the chance is that it skips by you. Nicholas Moten is warming in the SIUE bullpen.
Sources?
Folks working in the replay tent, as a matter of fact.
Here's your Adam Schefter moment. Sources tell me.
First pitch swung on and missed by Stulga. Coakley at second, Outlaw at first. Grams from the stretch takes a check of both. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a foul straight back, and again, He's a strike away from getting out of the inning here in the fourth. Trent Keeler has joined Moten in the bullpen for SIUE, so they've got a pair in the bullpen now. 0-2 pitch, stayed up high, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Stolga is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice in this game. He got him, a strike 3 called, and Graham strikes out the side. It is the 4th strikeout for Grahams after 4 strikeouts from Thompson. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Roy E. Lee Field. It's Ohio Valley Conference baseball, and SIUE leads.
Only the ServiceNow AI Control Tower lets you see all your AI in one place.
I'm tracking all our AI agents, HR, IT, customer service.
You've got your eye on all your AI. I rap too.
So many talents.
Live for the bases loaded, for the full counts. Live for the away games, for the strikeouts. Live for the high fives, the pop flies, and the moonshots.
That's my girl.
There's my slugger.
Live for the big moments and the little ones. Live the game like never before.
3-1 SIUE on top of Illinois State. So we get set to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Back to work goes, I believe, Lucas Foley. Same pitcher. So Foley will face Willoughby, Hepburn, and Fry here in the 4th inning. 5, 6, and 7 in the SIUE order. Willoughby singled to drive home a run his first time up, sent it back over the second base bag. First pitch to him here is outside. He has not faced Foley. It'll be Willoughby and then Hepburn. Hepburn was the last hitter to face their starter, Tristan Ryberchek. That one missed outside. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike on the inside part. 89 from the left-hander Foley.
Foley's odd arm slot's making this somewhat difficult for right-handed hitters that would usually have the advantage here.
Ooh, that was just low. This one smoked back through the middle. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Stolga played it in front of him. And Willoughby's on to start the 4th inning with his second hit of the day.
Nice piece of hitting from Willoughby here.
Now up to bat, designated hitter, number 26.
Stays behind the ball, powers straight through it. Right back where it came from. That's where you're going to get the most power.
Now 5 hits and 14 at-bats this year for Ethan Willoughby, off to a pretty good start. He leads at first. This is Hepburn, who grounded into a double play his first time up, and he twists one foul out of play right side. 0-1 on Hepburn. No 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. That was down at his shoe tops. Here's the 0-2. Missed down low. Coakley holds. Willoughby with a short lead at first. Foley a long look, and he's coming home, and a swing and a miss again. Hepburn is out on strikes. That is the 4th strikeout for Foley. It's the first out here in the 4th, and it brings in Brendan Fry. Brendan Fry, I should say. Fry was the first to face Foley back in the 2nd inning. Hit one the other way, and it carried deep to left thanks to the wind. The first pitch is swung on and missed.
One of the few left-handed hitters who had an advantage with the active wind. Everything to right is just going to hang and hang and hang. You were talking about the TrackMan earlier. We have the hang time in seconds up right now, but I feel like it's a little bit of a misnomer with the wind.
0-1. Bunted foul. 0-2.
I don't know what he was trying to do there.
I think that's often the case when you have a wind going either way. Like if it's way out to right, way out to left, or if it's a short porch, one or the other. I think that the opposite-handed hitter oftentimes, because they're just swinging normally, sometimes you get, if you have the opportunity or you think you can pull the ball and get it out as he takes strike 3, I think sometimes the hitters get a little over-anxious. They end up swinging out of their shoes when, in fact, you take just a regular swing, and sometimes you go the other way, and like in that 2nd inning, Fry got one all the way to the wall. 2 outs, 1 on, and that brings in Fischera, who lined out to second his first time up. He hit it hard, but hit it right to the second baseman, Mastros.
A couple pretty well hit balls for SIUE and honestly for Illinois State that have just been played by the defense.
Fischera came to SIUE out of Lakeland College in Mattoon, Illinois. Played there the last 2 years. Hit .371 last year in 2024. 2 strikes on him here, 2 outs, 1 on, and the pitch just missed. Back pick to first, and they got him. Willoughby is caught off of first. He says he got his hand back in, but I don't know that SIUE is going to use a challenge on this.
I'm not sure if he did. It's pretty close.
It doesn't appear to me that they're going to use a challenge on this. So Willoughby picked off of first base, catcher to first baseman, and we're headed to the 5th inning here in Edwardsville, where SIUE leads Illinois State 3-1.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check my outfit before meeting my girlfriend's family. Yeah. So check Allstate first, and you can save hundreds.
Three to 1 SIUE as we start the 5th inning here in Edwardsville. This will be Nicholas Moten to take over on the mound for SIUE. So a new pitcher for the Cougars. 3rd pitcher used today by SIUE. And Moten will take over for Brennan Grams.
Now pitching for the Cougars, number 36, Nick Moten.
Moten will make his first appearance of the season.
Fielder number 17, Braden Bates.
Braden Bakes will lead things off for Illinois State. Moten's a redshirt senior. Played at Westminster Christian here in town in St. Louis. Made one appearance out of the bullpen for Houston last year. But he also pitched at the community college level. Crowder College in Neosho. That was 2024. Bakes today is 0 for 0. He has walked twice, and he is ahead in the count, 2-0 to start the fifth. Moten deals a strike over the outside part. Braden Bakes, Ryan Bakes, Graham Mastros. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Illinois State here in this fifth inning.
Nice welcome to 2026 for Moten. At least welcome home, 2026.
He also pitched at Arkansas as a true freshman in 2023. No, I'm sorry, 2022. So 2022. But you're right, back close to home here in Edwardsville. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, full count. Actually really close to home. Florissant is in North St. Louis County. Bakes trying to reach for the third time this afternoon. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. So Moten's SIUE debut is a strikeout.
For your Cougars.
One out, and it brings in Ryan Bakes.
Now to bat catcher number 11, Ryan Bates.
It's now 9 strikeouts for SIUE pitchers combined this afternoon. First pitch missed to Ryan Bakes. He has doubled, driven in a run, and he's also walked.
Look at the arm slot for Moten when he comes through. He just goes straight over top, and anything that drops off the face of the earth. Except for his off-speed pitches, apparently. That may be something that they're looking at.
Good mix, though, for sure. That one right on the inside part. One is yanked foul, way out of play down the left field line.
It's also something to keep in mind if you're coming out of a season where you've gotten limited innings and or starting kind of fresh in college, where now that almost every school is playing on some streaming service in some way, shape, or form, there's going to be a lot more time people are going to be watching youth pitch.
Swinging a pop-up left side, foul territory. Willoughby in front of the SIUE dugout will squeeze it for out number 2. That'll bring in Mastros, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout today.
Always so many analytics that go into trying to discern what a pitcher's coming to home with, especially given arm slot, given how they place their glove on their body. And a couple pitches like that where you got an off-speed where he drops his arm a little bit. If you're a Cougar fan, look away. If you're watching this, maybe now a good time to listen if you're a very near opponent to the Cougars.
Breaking pitch was swung on and missed by Mastros. Here's the 0-1. Inside, count is even at a ball and a strike. Bases empty, 2 down, 5th inning. 3-1, SIUE on top of Illinois State. 1-1. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Cougar home opener started going as expected out of the first inning.
Moten from the stretch, the right-hander. Deals off the hands, fouled back to in-state rivals here. They have played 34 times in all, and 23 times since SIUE made the jump to Division I with the 2009 baseball season.
Played a lot in the 80s.
Illinois State has a 23-10-1 mark in this series, as this one is sent into right, and it'll be played out there by Thompson Allen, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. That is the second 1-2-3 inning of our game. The Cougars went in order in the second inning, and now the Redbirds go in order here in the 5th. The bottom of the 5th is coming up here in Edwardsville. As you see, Thompson Allen had a fight with the wind just a little bit there, but he makes the play. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 SIUE.
Kids are always snacking on the go, so keep them going all day with chewy, delicious Sunbelt bakery bars. From oats and honey to chocolate chip to soft baked strawberry, there's a flavor for everyone. The tastiest flavors under the sun. Sunbelt bakery bars.
Ready for a local getaway that feels like a world of its own? Escape the ordinary and discover the charm of Southern Illinois. With local wineries, live concerts, farmers markets, and scenic trails to explore, there's an adventure tailored for every taste bud and passion. Our breathtaking lakes offer endless possibilities for adventure. Rent boats, jet skis, or kayaks, and explore our world. Visit Southern Illinois. Start your adventure today.
New pitcher for the Redbirds as we start the bottom of the 4th inning is the left-hander, Nolan Gerard. It takes over on the mound. The sophomore out of Northbrook, Illinois, will be the 3rd pitcher used this afternoon by their head coach, Steve Holm. He'll make his 2nd appearance this year, pitched an inning and 2/3 against Southeast Missouri. One walk, 1 strikeout in that time. He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for SIUE here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now on the hill for Illinois State, 40, Nolan Gerard.
8 appearances last year, covering 8 2/3 innings.
Catcher 29, Jose Fischera.
Jose Fischera first to face him, and Fischera, of course, was at the plate when Willoughby was picked off of first to end the 4th inning.
We get an extra look at that behind the scenes. The only way he gets back in there, I think, is with the swim move. It looked like the tag got him on the chest, albeit half an inning late, but I think that's why they were not trying to pull the trigger a little too early on the challenge. Valuable commodity nowadays.
Yeah, you're right. 2-0 pitch is a strike. Two 2-1 pitch. At the belt for a strike called. Nice outing for Lucas Foley. 3 innings, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. No runs allowed for Foley. 2-2. Inside. Second left-hander that the Redbirds have trotted out this afternoon. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball that tied up Fischera. He's down on strikes. First strikeout for Girard. Sixth strikeout for Illinois State pitchers. A monster swing there from Fischera. He really took a hack at it.
Now to bat center fielder number 33, Daniel Greer.
Nothing and one on Gear. He struck out his first time up. He grounded out his first time up. Grounded out to short. And a slow chopper is hit down the third base side. And foul. There's some stirring in the Illinois State pen. I don't know if anybody's really warming yet, but there's definitely some action out there, some movement.
Get their steps in.
For SIUE, Kyle Rossi has started to warm up.
Nobody's taking a sweatshirt off, at least in the Illinois State pen. And until they take a sweatshirt off and I can see their number, nobody's warming up.
Fair. Here's the 0-2 to Gear, and he swings and misses. Off-speed pitch from Girard. Back-to-back strikeouts from the left-hander, 2 down. And he'll take us back to the top of the SIUE order, and Mac Mitchell. Mitchell's been hit by a pitch. He has struck out today. Takes one down low. Second on the single-season home run list for SIUE. Did that last year with 19 of them. One 1-0 pitch. On the inside for a strike. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. He ranked number 32 on the D1Baseball.com top 50 second baseman list for the start of the year. 1-1, hard hit to second, backhanded. Mastros has it, and his throw is in time. Nicely played by the Illinois State second baseman. Maybe a little bit of self-defense, but he made the play nonetheless. This ball was hard hit, and a good play made by Mastros there at second base. Cougars go in order. We go to the 6th inning here in Edwardsville, where SIUE leads Illinois State 3-1.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game. Dude, she just pointed at me.
That's crazy.
Checking Allstate first was the right move.
I love you! I love you!
Not checking who was sitting behind me was humbling.
That's their mom. That's Mrs. Betts.
Yeah, check Allstate first. You could save hundreds. Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
New pitcher now for the Cougars is Kyle Rossi. Rossi will be the 4th pitcher used by SIUE after a 1-2-3 inning for Nicholas Moten. So Moten goes 1 inning, 1 strikeout for him, and Kyle Rossi takes over for the Cougars. Rossi will make his first appearance of the season.
Now on the mound for the Cougars, Kyle Rossi.
Rossi last year appeared 12 times out of the bullpen. 0-1 with a 16-plus ERA, 17 earned runs in 9 1/3 innings last year.
Third baseman number 2.
Eric Matchey leads things off here in the 6th against Rossi. First pitch, down the middle, strike one. A 1, down low. Here's a pop-up back of the plate. Fischera circles, and he's got it. Little basket catch right at the waist. And out is an out is an out. It doesn't matter if it looks pretty or not. Besides, he's fighting with some monster wind. We told you about that wind. It's not just in the outfield, obviously. So a pop-up there is going to be tough to mess with. You can see how he had to kind of spin around there. Like I said, if you hold on, you hold on. Here's Peyton McHargue now with one out. Rossi deals, and this one golfed into left field. It's going to send Fry on the run to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Speaking of the wind, Peyton McHargue hits his first of the season, and Illinois State is within one here in the 6th. Just got it off the end of the bat. Get it out towards the fence, and the jet stream will do the rest.
Now to bat shortstop, number 10.
The 3-2 game now. That one went 364 to left. And the first pitch is tapped foul by Karcheski. Karcheski's 0 for 2. He's popped up. He's struck out. Nobody on for him here in the 6th. Rossi's 0-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and away. That was out of the strike zone. Swung at by Karcheski, who takes his timeout, steps all the way down the third base line. Oh, 2 pitch now from Rossi. Here it is. Missed outside. Rossi is the fourth pitcher used by SIUE. The 1-1. Check swing. They appeal. Brett Bogner says no, and that's a spot where I think it's particularly tough for that umpire to make a determination. We were talking about check swings before, and I was mentioning that in the pros, independent leagues, they used to only have 2 umpires, and they'd have to make that determination from out there. So after retiring the first batter, he's given up a home run, he's walked a batter, and now he's hit a batter. And it's 2 on, 1 out for the number 9 man, Josh Outlaw.
Number 15, Josh Outlaw.
And he's not going to get a chance to face Josh Outlaw. SIUE is going to go to the bullpen again. At a third, it's going to drift out of play. Apologize for some audio issues we had, some technical issues with the headsets. We should be good to go.
Hopefully.
Look, it's first baseball game for everyone, right?
Hey, the video's
just got to
there.
get
That's
this
what
set. Yeah, absolutely. This one swung on, sent in the air into left center, and it is handled by the center fielder Gear. So that retires Bakes. It retires the side, but Illinois State scores twice here in the 6th inning. And as we head to the bottom half, it's all even, 3-3.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. 4! And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
3-3 game now as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and SIUE will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up here in the 6th inning. Nolan Gerard back to work for the Redbirds after a 1-2-3 5th inning in which he struck out 2.
Kendrick Lamar fan? Ish?
It's catchy.
This is one of my top listened songs in like 2024, I want to say.
It's a good ballpark choice.
Humble. It's a great strikeout song. Sit down. Be humble.
You're right. Tarek Thompson Allen will lead things off. He has doubled and driven in a run. He's scored a run, and he has struck out today. While you were technical working on things, and because we had already talked about Thompson Allen, it's exactly what happened with Peyton McHarg's home run on the top of that inning, though. It was a left-handed hitter.
Yep.
Into the bat, just get it up in the wind. Here's a bunt back to the mound, off the field. Gerard, good throw to first. Thompson Allen retired. One away, Bloomer will hit. Good strong play right here. PFPs all day long, and Gerard fielding his position quite well.
I will always be astounded as to how consistent pitchers are coming out of a new season with fielding practice, because you don't really get that in that game environment. You're usually sitting in a long bullpen. You don't spend all that much time on a field in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I guarantee you there was some PFP is what they call it, pitchers fielding practice. So you can get a long line of pitchers at the mound. And
I was in Alton on Friday, and there was a consistent amount of PFP. University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy.
Oh, how about that? Swing and a miss from Chase Bloomer. He's down on strikes. Gordon Moore Park. Is that where they play? Is that where it was?
No, Lloyd Hopkins Field.
Lloyd Hopkins. Isn't that Gordon Moore?
I don't know.
I think it's Gordon Moore Park.
I'll
I think the whole park is that, but I'm not sure
It's
either.
where the River Dragons play.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Right next to Spencer T. Olin Golf Course.
Where we had the sinkhole.
Yes. Which is still crazy, by the way.
It is absolutely nuts.
Google
and
that
if you're
if you
watching,
want.
that's what I'm just gonna say. If you're watching, just Google it and watch the.
It made national
Watch
news.
the footage of this this field just sinking and absorbing a light pole right into it.
It really sucked for people who were trying to play soccer around that time because it fell in the middle of 4 fields. It was a great complex there, and just basically the corner flags in for 4 soccer fields all just kind of collapsed in on themselves.
Ryan Nedved.
Oh my gosh!
The wind is gusting here, and it just took the hat of Gerard with it.
Only so much you can do. I think that's the hardest I've seen wind gust here. I'm gonna kind of comically say since the new year because I've been here all of 5 times.
I was going to say since you, I can tell you. Well, I mean it's a steady wind now up to 11 miles an hour, which is still pretty good, but the gusts are what get you. As this one's popped up left side, Machi is going to give way to Karcheski, who makes the catch coming down from short, and that'll put away the Cougars in order here in the 6th inning. That's the 2nd consecutive inning that they've gone in order, and for the most part, it's essentially the 3rd consecutive inning because you had the pickoff back in the 4th. We're through 6 here in Edwardsville. Illinois State and SIUE all even at 3.
In Kentucky, we're moving forward together. Our businesses are winning, and our families are thriving. Because Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, one where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. So come explore your new Kentucky home.
7th inning rolls in here in Edwardsville. It's a good look at Roy E. Lee Field here in Edwardsville, Illinois, on the extreme northwest edge of the SIUE campus. That's where we're at.
Catcher number 11, Ryan Bates.
Ryan Bakes, Graham Mastros, Eric Machi here in the 7th inning. First pitch missed. Trent Keeler finished out the 6th inning for SIUE. 1-0. Slider way off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Bakes has doubled and driven in a run. He has walked. He has popped up foul. The 2-0. Nearly the same pitch outside off the plate. Keeler will step off. 3-0 pitch. It's upstairs. So Bakes walks. And another free pass for SIUE pitchers.
And watch his foot here. He did this on the previous pitch as well, where he steps straight through, and then he looks like he over-rotates. Hips are first, good, and he keeps going past the release point. It feels like he's over-rotating. That's why there's 3 straight outside pitches.
He did pull. Yes, he did. Those sliders he was pulling off the plate.
And you'll kind of mentally do that on off-speed pitches because you want to get the break, and he kind of followed up on the fastball shortly thereafter.
First pitch to Mastro's caught the outside for a strike. Walked. He has struck out. He has flied to right. Bakes has not stolen a base this year, as Mastro's takes one outside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Keeler takes a strike.
Here's the remnants of
1 and 2.
What is the older guard for SIUE?
Keeler checks out over his left shoulder at the runner. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and he pulled that one off the plate again, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here are those remnants of the old guard for SIUE. I believe the final class of players at SIUE that will have the old logo. See the old SIUE logo on there?
They are still rocking a little old Cougar head there.
Fire them all.
3-2 pitch. Is that maybe now it's 3-2?
Yes. Quick reaction time in the middle blocker caught you off.
And a breaking pitch is dumped into right, foul, as Thompson Allen loses his hat out there.
You could see look at the screens back there.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Those gusts are picking up too.
You can kind of see the center field flag. I do not envy our camera operators.
I'll be honest, I never do. 3-2 pitch down the middle for strike 3. Mastro's looked at it. Belt high.
You'll see it here. He's watching. Framed pretty well by Fischera.
It was higher than I thought, but it was a strike. Correct. Machi now, who is 0 for 3. He has struck out, grounded into that crazy double play on the 3rd, and then popped up foul to start the 6th. And he swings through the 1st. It's 0-1. One on, 1 out. Keeler's 0-1, swung on and missed. There's a catcher played here way back in the early day. Well, it was the first few years of the Division I era, and his name was Keeler, but it was spelled Keeler. Trent Keeler's is Koehler. 0-2 pitch, sent in the air into shallow right center, backing out as the second baseman Mitchell to make that play. This is
right fielder number 4, Dayton McHarg.
Looks like we'll have another conversation at the mound by Sean Lyons. I don't think this is only going to be a conversation either.
Nope, Sean Lyons doesn't usually have conversations. Sean Lyons usually makes pitching changes, and he'll make a pitching change here. So Keeler is finished. They'll go back to the bullpen here in the 7th inning with 2 outs and a runner at first. There may be a few, but I mean, a handful of times in 10 years that I have seen Sean Lyons have a conversation and not make a change. Porter Kahn, the left-hander, is going to take over here in the 7th inning.
Now taking the mound for the Cougars, 17, Porter Kahn.
And Kahn becomes the 6th pitcher used here this afternoon. That was your number, by the way.
That was my over-under. I said if you got through a competitive baseball game, under 6 pitchers, you did something right. Now, I'm not saying the Cougars are doing something wrong, especially early in the season. You want to use these pitchers
without a doubt.
A lot less the longer the season goes on. But this is good against a competitive, very similarly level opponent at a midweek game for a lot of guys who either A, come weekends won't get playing time, or B, are questioning whether they will get playing time. This is how you earn your playing time right now. If you want to play those conference and weekend games, conference play is not too far out. Unlike many other sports, conference play coincides with non-conference play when you play those midweek games. I think first conference games for SIUE, I want to say second week of March? No, third weekend of March. Their second weekend of March is hosting Valparaiso here at Roy E. Lee Field. After that, it should be Eastern Illinois. Let's find out. Hosting Valpo. No, they head to Morehead State. They actually don't play Eastern Illinois until the middle of May.
Kahn makes his second appearance. 1 inning, 1 hit allowed. Second appearance for the Cougars this season.
He's got a nasty slider. Those last couple pitches had 9 inches of horizontal break at 82 miles an hour.
Porter Kahn spent the 2025 season at Kansas, where there's a couple of former SIUE coaches on staff there. But he did not pitch in a game last year. 2 seasons at Lincoln Land. Before that, highly successful seasons. And he gets McHarg to swing at the first. 2 seasons, 12-2 with a 2.7 ERA, 161 strikeouts in 102 innings.
Even at JUCO, those numbers are
eye-popping. Really good.
I think that's a good phrase.
Runner goes from first, pitches upstairs. Throw to second is too late. Bakes steals the base, his first stolen base this year. And the go-ahead runner is in scoring position for the Redbirds here in the 7th.
Not a bad jump either.
It is 2-1 on McHarg. So that foul tip caught the catcher Fischera, so that's why you see Chris Dykman walk out there and take a little time, pretend to dust off the plate because there's no dust. Two. That's just upstairs, and the count goes full on McHarg. 2 outs and a runner at second, a walk and a stolen base. And Porter Kahn trying to get out of this 7th inning with this game still tied. The left-hander's 3-2. Popped up foul, and it's going to drift out of play.
I don't know if drift is the correct term.
It's going to rocket out of play.
That will
You're
exit
right.
stage left very quickly.
It's going to zip out of play.
Grab the thesaurus. Pretty deep vocabulary.
I hope so.
This is a job to have that, right?
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Affirmative. 3-2 pitch. Another foul back, this time over the backstop. Kahn taking some time, walking around the mound. A go-ahead run in scoring position for the Redbirds. Kahn takes a look. Here's the 3-2. It is low, and it's a walk. Second walk in the inning. First one for Kahn. 8th one in the game for SIUE pitchers.
Good block to at least keep the runner 180 feet away instead of what was 90. But dangerous pitch you're facing there. And good patience over at second base for Bakes not to take off when he can.
Both teams 3 runs on 4 hits.
Both teams without an error committed.
Yeah. This one to Karcheski is inside.
Seems like every inning we have the conversation of it's a decent pitching day except for like 4 consecutive batters where the wheels fall off the bus and then they're promptly screwed right back on. Daytona 500 was a couple days ago. Everybody's pit crew is getting activated.
One ball, one strike on Karcheski. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. One, the breaking pitch in for a strike.
Even with 2 outs, just a ball in play here, try and force something to go awry for Karcheski.
1-2. That one ripped foul off to the right.
He was
That's
heavily
well into the farm field.
I wonder if those ever break off those tractors. There are a bunch of tractors hiding out behind the batter's eye there. Do you have to go walk the field beforehand?
I don't know, because, I mean, I would imagine that a plow is no match for a baseball, right? Or a baseball is no match for a plow. But they have to come up. They have to be running into baseballs all the time. Swing and a miss. Karcheski chased. And just for good measure, Fischera makes sure to tag him out. The strikeout for Kahn. And with 2 left on base, Illinois State does not score. 7th inning stretch coming up here in Edwardsville. SIUE and Illinois State all tied 3-3.
I'll show you what's next. Yeah, this is groundbreaking. It's better than ever. Wow, it's a new look, and it's looking real good.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
It's a tie game as we go bottom 7 here in Edwardsville, 3-3. Joe Pott, Daniel Rodier, our entire ESPN Plus crew with you here. Emma Vogt switching all the good stuff for us. Cameras, bringing in replays.
Got all the
Aiden's running the replays back behind us.
Lyric is running the graphics. I'm running replays.
Well, you're running replays. Lyric's back behind us. I thought Aiden was back. Did he leave?
Aiden left in the 4th inning.
Well,
He had to
see.
get out of here. Although his brother is hanging out. He's on camera 1. We've got Lauren Arbos sitting out at first base.
Okay.
Everybody's cold.
Yep.
Albeit us slightly less than everybody else out there. But
keeping the blood pumping out there. Braden Bakes was doing a little high stepping out there.
I could never play the outfield for cold weather games because our pitching was terrible and we'd never have a ball hit to me, so I'd never get my steps in. I basically ran a marathon without anybody being in my vicinity.
Ethan Willoughby leads off, takes a strike over the outside. Underway here, bottom of the 7th. Willoughby, Hepburn, and Fry for SIUE. 5, 6, and 7 in the Cougar order.
Willoughby's been stranded at first a couple times today. Would like to at least make it there a third time on a couple singles and an RBI, but we'd like to move slightly past the first 90 feet.
Well, Nolan Gerard has pitched 2 innings, faced 6 hitters. 6 up, 6 down. Willoughby hits a hot shot to third. Machi is up with it. The throw across is in time. Now it's 7 up, 7 down.
Watch this play. Immediately off the bat for Machi, he stays low on it. And as he steps across, he keeps his body down. That's the important part. Even if he's reaching backwards like he did, he's keeping his body on the ground, sees it to the glove, makes sure he has it, and then continues to make the play.
First pitch is swung on, popped up. This is a pinch hitter, by the way. It's Easton Harris. And he's going to have a hit, maybe an extra base hit.
Oh my
it
goodness.
Drops, and he's all the way to second. It's a double for Harris.
By pinch hitter Easton Harris.
Boy, the wind just playing havoc with it.
You may be able to see the flag just above the batter's eye here, but that flag is blowing out to left, and you can see the chaos it's created. He's basically camped under it, and it falls 40 feet past where he was camped under.
They used to talk about Candlestick Park like that, the old spot where the Giants played. Same kind of issue would have that, but they'd even have it worse. They'd have that swirling wind out there, but they said the same thing, that pop it up. This will be Gage Frank to pinch hit for SIUE.
I feel like every time here at Roy Lee Field, you're going to have most of the wind blowing straight from the south up towards the north, maybe northwest. That is towards left field.
Well, early in the season, though, is when you get it going the other way because it'll be a cold wind. Right now, this would usually be a much warmer wind coming from the south. It was supposed to keep temperatures warmer today, and it didn't do it. I know. Long look. 1-1 to Frank. He sends one in the air. This one's into left field. Bakes will have room in front of the track, right in front of the track. Makes the catch, and Harris stays put at second base.
Harris was not even thinking about running either. He probably could have taken off.
I'm surprised that one didn't carry more. It was hit pretty high, but I thought it was going to carry more off the bat. Here's Fischera, who has lined out and struck out, and he takes a strike.
I want to know what these gusts are at. This has got to be 30-something mile-an-hour winds.
Here's the 0-1, and he chased a pitch in the dirt.
Seemed like he was taking a short pitch with a pitching wedge.
I had heard earlier that there is chances for 35-mile-an-hour gusts, and I think that we're seeing every bit of those. Okay.
That's the official number. Thank you, non-sponsored weather app.
There's the 0-2. Just stays alive. Threw his bat at it.
I'm pretty sure this may or may not be a strike with 2 strikes, and I don't want to waste the possibility of a ball. So I'm just going to kind of poke my bat at it, and because it's just technically not a bunt, I'm still alive. In slow pitch softball, you're getting questions from the umpire. Bunt or no.
0-2. Big chopping ball to short. Karcheski up and throws, and did he get the tag on him? He did. Cannon Coakley swung the left arm around and tagged Fischera before he got to first.
Watch this. Look at this from Kashevsky. You'll see it as he steps through. Turns, glove straight to the shoulder.
Clearly. Definitely got him there. So that ends the 7th. We're off to the 8th, and it remains 3-3.
Kids are always snacking on the go. So keep them going all day with chewy, delicious Sunbelt bakery bars. From oats and honey to chocolate chip to soft baked strawberry. There's a flavor for everyone. The tastiest flavors under the sun. Sunbelt bakery bars.
What's it like to be a student athlete in the OVC? We rise to challenges and challenge others to rise with us. We show respect. We lead by example. In the OVC, we become champions on and off the field. That's OVC Sports, and you've got to OVC it.
Wyatt Doak takes over on the mound for SIUE. Gage Frank stays in the game to play out in left field. We assume that Easton Harris will be in the DH spot. Or they'll pinch hit next time around, whichever comes up if they care to. Doak is a left-handed freshman out of Galena, Missouri. He'll make his second appearance of the season. A scoreless inning against North Alabama, 2 strikeouts. Cannon Coakley, Josh Outlaw, and Luke Stolga here in the 8th for Illinois State. First pitch, 91, but upstairs.
These last couple of relievers have been easily hitting the 90s.
Here's the 1-0. That's upstairs, another 91. Illinois State left 2 in the top of the 7th, left 2 in the top of the 6th, 4 in the last 2 innings on base. 2-0, the pitch. It's a high strike. Probably not a strike, if I'm being honest.
That's one of those that's about as close to the vicinity as you can get. It looks like a strike from one of our cameras, although...
Not so says TrackMan.
I think they're both wrong.
2-1 pitch is fouled back. That I know is a strike, and it's 2-2. Coakley did not strike out. He grounded out in the second. He singled in the 4th. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. From the stretch, Doak deals the 2-2. Upstairs, they'll appeal, and they won't appeal. The catcher, Jose Fischera, was asking, should we appeal, but Chris Dykman did not.
He pointed. He didn't have to. There are some that are close. That does not fall under that drop-down menu.
Full count now on Coakley leading off the inning, and he sends one foul. Hats are flying, and this one's...
That was actually a lot closer than it should have been.
Because you can hear that wind gusted right as that ball got in the air.
You'll be able to see this.
Held it in play for a little bit.
You won't be able to see it land. Oh, you will. Maybe in a second.
(3-2) again. Lined into right field for a base hit. The leadoff man is aboard for Illinois State here to start the 8th. And that'll bring in Outlaw, who's been on base 3 times today.
Now to bat designated hitter, number 15, Josh Outlaw.
That is only the 2nd time, actually it's the 3rd time. 3rd time today that the leadoff man has reached for Illinois State. Outlaw has walked. He's been hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run with an automatic double that he bounced over the center field fence in the 6th.
By the way. Squaring to bunt, at least tentatively, was Outlaw. Didn't really look like he pulled it back, but he made very little contact. Foul tip, if you will, but they said he pulled it back for ball 1.
He shows again, and he takes outside. Nope, now they're saying 1-1.
It is 1-1. It looked like the first one was more of the offer than the second.
Coakley leads at first. Doak takes a look there. Left-hander comes with a 1-1. The runner goes. The pitch is swung on. And the throw to second is in time with ease. Coakley is thrown out at second base. Fischera with the caught stealing.
You'll see it from a couple angles here. Stellar throw off to second base.
Now Outlaw waits for the 1-2, and he lines it into the dugout, the SIUE dugout.
Here's another angle of it. Look at this throw. Or more, look at the run that he had. He had a pretty decent jump, even on a lefty. The throw is perfect. Be a little bit more difficult to place it there.
He was dealing with a high pitch and a swing from the batter. 1-2. Laid off.
That's what you look at when you're having conversations about who's getting more playing time come the weekend and or who's going to be the difference maker on the defensive side.
Well, and I think that, honestly, was another sort of question mark coming into the year for Sean Lyons and for the Cougars was who was going to catch after John Stallcup. Felt like he spent a decade here. Outlaw takes upstairs, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Stallcup is now an assistant for P.J. Finnegan over at Lindenwood.
Is he really?
Yeah, he was here for parts of at least 6 seasons. He had COVID thrown in there. He had an injury thrown in there.
Took every red shirt possible.
3-2, fouled away. Yeah, I saw him at a basketball game earlier this year, and he was letting me know he was on staff with P.J. Finnegan, who, of course, was an assistant baseball coach here, was the head softball coach here for a couple of years.
Small greater St. Louis area? Not even small world
And he went to
point?
school, and I think he went to and coached at the other SIU, and Outlaw looks at a strike 3.
Strikeout for your Cougars.
Strikeout, first strikeout for Doak. The 12th strikeout for SIUE. First pitch flied into left field off the bat of Stolga. Coming in on it is Frank, and he will make the catch. And after a leadoff base hit, they get the caught stealing, and the next 2 go down. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Getting late here in Edwardsville, and we're still tied 3-3.
show you what's next. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, keeping it fresh. But like it's on display. It's a new cool, new look. Now or never. It's better than ever. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
Far left side of your screen, you'll see Fry set up out in the outfield. And watch as this conversation, Frank set up in the outfield. The first contact is made. He takes that half step back, and he keeps that weight on his back foot for a good 3 seconds or so. It's up way past the infield before he even starts to walk in, and he has to make that full sprint through. He does end up making the catch and with some room to spare, but you start at any level of baseball, and head coaches will tell you, hey, you've got to make sure that you are taking that first step back, not getting beat deep. And he was, I'd say, 8 steps from the warning track. There's not a whole lot further back he could have gone.
He's played enough left field here to know, especially in these windy days. It's interesting because you rarely find. We have a new pitcher too, I think. Reese Clapp takes over on the mound for Illinois State, so he'll be the 4th pitcher this afternoon into this evening. Rarely do you find the players that are more comfortable going out, but there are some. Former Cardinal Jim Edmonds was definitely one of them that preferred to be playing shallow and chase a ball down, going out after it, and he was very good at it. So, but I think for the most part, you make a good point that they would tell you, hey, start back and come in on that ball. It's 1-1, and I don't know if someone got caught with the foul or what the issue was. Reese Clapp is making his 2nd appearance of the year for Illinois State. 2/3 of an inning, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. That missed, and it's 2-1.
88 miles an hour on the fastball, shade outside.
Two-one. Smoked into left. That's dropping for a hit. No, maybe not. What a catch from Bakes. I didn't think he was going to get it.
I didn't either.
And he made that sliding catch in left field.
He ended up getting there in time. You'll see it here. He had to step quickly to it. Kind of got caught in an in-between. But
again, he's playing a little deeper because of the fact that wind is blowing out there, but he made a great play coming in on it. Mac Mitchell now with 1 out. Can't say enough about the job that Nolan Gerard did in his time in there.
I'm actually a little surprised they took him out.
3 innings, 1 hit. And that was the only base runner that he gave up in his time in there. 3 strikeouts.
Really great overall relief pitching here for ISU. Out of the first inning, it has been few blemishes. I think they've given up 1 hit since the first inning, if not 2 total.
Mitchell waves at that one. And they went down early. And any coach is going to tell you what you want your bullpen to give you a chance to get back in the game. And that's what they did, and they've done that, and it's 3-3. 1-2. Mitchell's out on strikes. 2nd strikeout today for Mac Mitchell. 1st strikeout for Reese Clapp. 2 away, and the hitter is Tarek Thompson-Allen. Mac Mitchell is now 0 for 12 this season. Not probably what anybody expected. Certainly not what anybody wants at this point. Swing and a miss by Thompson Allen. He started the year 0 for 9, and he doubled his first time up today. Drove in a run.
He did not seem all that frayed by the first weekend either. He was stepping up swinging.
0-1. In for a strike. 0-2 now on the Cougar right fielder. Did not swing, says Mark Winters, the third base umpire.
Our initial reaction from the Illinois State dugout sounded like they were happy with the fact that it would have been a called strike 3. And then possibly the swinging strike 3. They get neither of the two.
1-2's in the dirt. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Reese Clapp out of a fellow Missouri Valley Conference school, Bradley, as a grad student.
2-2 is cut on and missed. Thompson Allen is retired. 2 strikeouts for Clapp, and he has a 1-2-3 eighth inning. And SIUE has had a single base runner in the last 4 innings. We're going to the 9th in Edwardsville. It is all tied up, 3-3.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots, inspiring others to follow, in any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to set yourself apart at graduation, decide to lead. Enroll in ROTC to become an Army officer.
9th inning rolls in here in this one as you take a look at what is upcoming for the SIUE Cougars. They're down in Hammond, Louisiana. That is a place that Sean Lyons has gone several times in his career with the Cougars. He actually has nothing but great things to say about the facility, about how the players are treated down in Southeast Louisiana. He has told me several times, like, if you could get somewhere, you got to come to Southeast Louisiana.
I feel like it's got to be unfair for SIUE. They play SLU 6 times this season. I'm sorry. I made this graphic last night or 2 nights ago,
and you got SLU and SLU.
I've been waiting since 2 nights ago to say that. They're playing SLU 6 times. They'll play Southeastern Louisiana 3 times, as you see on your screen. SLU, St. Louis University, on Tuesday, shortly thereafter. They'll play them once in March at St. Louis and one more time in April at SIUE. That'll be on, as mentioned, Tax Day.
Always it's another one that's obviously a good midweek matchup being in town.
You and I get to see Colin Surrey for a day.
Usually, hopefully.
I may see him tomorrow.
Okay. First pitch misses to Braden Bakes. You couldn't see Dan feint a golf swing over here, too. And a liner is caught just above the ground by Chase Bloomer. Bakes is retired on that line out. That's out number 1 here in the 9th inning, and it brings in the other Bakes.
Very shortly, as I play the wrong clip. There we go. Very shortly, right into his glove. Just had to lean forward a little bit and makes the clip.
Now to bat catcher number 11, Ryan Bakes.
It's a new pitcher for the Cougars that I did not catch starting the inning, so it's Noah Johnson. So a game started by Noah Thompson, Could theoretically be finished by Noah Johnson.
And arguably both of them would be deserving of a win in two very different ways.
Johnson's 1-0 pitch. That's down low. So Doak goes an inning and 2/3. Johnson's 2-0 pitch. Missed. Johnson this year did appear in that North Alabama series. 3 innings with just a run allowed.
He was a core part of that
strikeout,
win,
no walks.
wasn't he?
(3-1) is outside. Bakes walks. 1 out, 1 on. Mastros will be the hitter now.
Base runner's a base runner, a base runner.
Especially at this point in the game.
He was actually active in that first game that they had.
The 3-1 loss,
3-1
opening day.
I happened to be hanging out with Andrew Gavin and company over at women's tennis at the Y, and everybody was watching 2 different sports at the same time, tail end of that game. It was an adventure for the Cougars down in Florence. Unfortunately, one they did not win either of the doubleheader on Friday. They came back to win Game 3 of that series.
A 1 pitch, missed outside. Mastros walked back in the second inning. He has struck out twice, and he has flied to right. Here's the 1-1. It's off the glove of Fischera. Down to second goes Bakes. So a passed ball, which could prove costly, as the go-ahead run is now in scoring position for the Redbirds.
Especially with a guy who's been putting the ball in play. He's had a couple foul balls in those strikeouts that he's had. He also flew out on a hard hit ball.
Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Illinois State not pleased with that call. But the count is even with a runner at second. And that one's well off the plate, and the count is full now on Mastros, the second baseman and cleanup man for the Redbirds. Mastros came into today 5 out of 12. Does not have a hit yet in this one. 3-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout.
Another strikeout
for Johnson.
Cougars.
2 outs, and it brings in Machi, who is 0 for 4. He also came in hitting above 400 before today. Machi was 5 out of 12 against the Red Hawks. A homer, 4 RBIs down there in the series against SEMO. He takes a fastball away for ball 1. Today he has struck out, grounded into a double play, popped up foul, and flied out to right field. It is Ryan Bakes at second base after a 1-out walk and a pass ball got him to second. Johnson deals the 1-0. It missed off the plate. It's 2-0.
I think this is a good time to have a conversation.
And they will. Ethan Westfall out to chat.
That was reactionary, by the way.
Jose Fischera.
But you have this conversation here. If you're SIUE, you've got, I think, one more mountain visit to burn. You don't get to carry them over into your weekend at Southeastern Louisiana. especially with a pitcher who has had limited time, not only total this season, but ever as the true freshman. And you've seen the pitches he had in that previous at-bat. They know as much as he does. He's playing Division I baseball for a reason, that he has the pitches he needs for it. Sometimes you get that mental block.
2-0. Now he's gone to 3-0. Johnson is from East Prairie, Missouri. I happen to know another really good baseball player from East Prairie, Missouri, as the 3-0 missed outside. So Machi walks on 4 straight, and you've got runners at first and second, 2 outs. I believe that other player now resides in Edwardsville, but he played at Southeast Missouri State, and he played for the Gateway Grizzlies way back in the day. Actually, I don't even know if he ever played for the Grizzlies. He coached for the Grizzlies in the Frontier League.
Are you intentionally not saying his
Darren
name?
Kinsolving is his name. I just don't. It didn't. I don't think anybody would really know. Maybe, but Darren Kinsolving is his name. I don't actually think. I'm trying to remember now. See, I'm testing my memory. But he coached for a while with the Grizzlies. Yeah, no, I didn't mean to be avoiding that. I just didn't know if it was really relevant.
I wasn't sure if you were holding it back because you didn't know it, or just for.
I forgot. That'd be great if I had forgotten. I can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, right. Inside out swing. That's going to get into left field. Bake's coming around third. Gage is up throwing, but his throw's offline. And Illinois State has come out on top here in the 9th, and they've got 2 more runners on. Bake scores from second as McHarg just pokes one into left field. McHarg ends up at second base himself. It's a 4-3 game in favor of the Redbirds here in the 9th. Second RBI for McHarg. The first pitch is a fastball to Karcheski.
Could not have come at a better time either. And Gage Frank, you said, came up throwing. I think he overthrew it. If he keeps that low, Willoughby has a chance to cut it off and at least get an opportunity and out on those advancing runners. But instead, now with 2 outs, you got 2 in scoring position. Another guy with a pretty heavy bat this season.
Two and nothing on Karcheski. Now 3-0.
You load the bases here. Honestly, it could be a net positive. Don't try and over-dedicate yourself to this at-bat. If he ends up coming around to score, this individual run probably is not going to matter all that much anyway. You got an opportunity for force out if you put him on. I'd intentionally walk him at this point on 3-0.
So he does walk, and the bases are loaded. A pinch hitter coming up for the Redbirds. That is Nolan Berry. So Berry hits as the Redbirds make a push here, and he'll face a new SIUE pitcher here in the 9th inning. So the Cougars are going back to the bullpen. We'll step aside for a minute as the Cougars.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
I'll show you what's next. Yeah, better than ever. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
That's the new pitcher for SIUE. Gabe Nutter takes over here in the 9th inning for the Cougars. It is a 4-3 game in favor of the Redbirds. They've got the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. This will be the first appearance of the year for Gabe Nutter, who made 9 appearances last year, including 6 starts. He was 0-2 with an 8.57 ERA. 13 strikeouts in 21 innings last year. Opponents hit .358 against him. Grad student out of Kansas City. Becomes the 9th pitcher used this evening by SIUE. Started in the afternoon. It's now well into the evening. Crossed over, well, not officially crossed over the 3-hour barrier, but we're 3 hours from what was the start time. He's been here since 24, didn't pitch in 24.
I think they've brought in a different pinch hitter now. The original conversation was to have...
They have. You are correct. So now it is Louis Bassard.
25, Louis Bassard.
Man, so poor Nolan Berry. I'm pretty sure he got announced, which means he's done.
Although because he wasn't, did he see a pitch?
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't?
Nope.
That's a shame.
As long as, and by announced I mean they said he's going to come in to acknowledge, so okay, he's making a change. As long as that happens, that guy's gone. But, yeah, I don't know. Not sure exactly why the change. You got a lefty going against a righty, but the pitcher previously was a righty, so I'm not sure what the idea. Yeah, what the idea was there. 1-1 as it is fouled out of play. Bassard is a outfielder by trade. And he's in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He has not yet, this year anyway, until now, appeared in a game for the Redbirds.
Put him in against a near ace for the Cougars with the bases loaded.
He was at Abilene Christian before coming to Illinois State. Hit .293 last year in 16 starts, 23 games, and he has added to the Illinois State lead. Sends one into left. Machi and McHarg score, and he's into second. So Illinois State has pushed its lead out to 6-3. A 2 RBI double. They'll turn no, not yet. I was going to say they'll turn the lineup over, but not yet. He put that right inside the left field line.
And he was pretty straight up on his way to get there, too. He was hyping up the bench on his way around. Powering into second. Nearly got thrown out. He was pretty close.
First pitch is inside Outlaw. Outlaw today has been on 3 times. He's doubled, he's been hit by a pitch, he's walked, and he has struck out, and he's hitting with a 1-1 count. Nutter's 1-1. Foul to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bottom 9 has the 3, 4, and 5 hitters scheduled up for SIUE.
Bring yourself back into what is now a 3-run game and you thought you were going to be hitting for the win. That's the Courier lineup to do it. pretty decent news for the Cougars. Tail end of their lineup's been pretty successful today in the grand scheme of things.
1-2 popped foul. You had runners. You had a runner at first and 2 outs in this inning. And then a walk to Machi, the RBI hit by McHarg, another walk, and then, of course, the 2 RBI double.
Ready for the stat of the day? 11 walks for the Redbirds.
I mean, for the Cougars.
Well, 11 walks gained by the Redbirds. 18 total base runners, including those 11 walks. They are 4 for 16 with runners on base, 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. The Cougars 2 for 9 and 1 for 5, respectively. 3 for 10, by the way, with 2 outs for the Redbirds today.
2-2, foul back.
Talked about the relief pitching for the Redbirds. It's really not only what's kept them in this game, but is arguably, at this point, could win them this game. 3 runs in the first inning. Since then, it's been 2 hits and an extra base runner on top of that.
2-2 in the dirt, skips by the catcher Fischera, and that'll bring in another. Seven to 3, Illinois State.
Nearly escaped into the dugout.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking, is that it maybe got out of play, which, of course, then could have brought in another run.
Originally, the umpire put his arms up.
The 2-2. Count is full on Outlaw. 3-2. And he smokes one into right field. He'll get more for Illinois State. Walking in to score is Bassard. It's a double for Outlaw, and it's 8-3.
It's a good thing most of the Cougars drove here. Wheels have fallen off the bus in the top of the 9th inning. And Illinois State trip down I-55, arguably maybe a trip up I-55 if they stayed down in Cape Girardeau the extra day. And they have played like this is their home park. 5 runs here in the top of the 9th to take the lead, and nearly everything is going their way.
That's 3 hits and 5 base runners with 2 outs.
Nutter may finally be able to get out of it. That one skied to center, trying to sprint on his gear. It falls right in front of him. Yet another run will score. It is an RBI single to come home for Luke Stolga. And the Redbirds running, hitting, and in a couple cases walking their way around the bases to take this one home.
It has certainly spiraled here in the 9th inning for SIUE. 6 runs now, and the inning is not over. As Braden Bakes hits for a second time in the inning, he lined out to start the inning.
Nutter's first just catches the inside corner to Bakes. He's had an active day. He will continue to do so out towards left. Looks like Frank will camp under it. He will indeed. You said it, Joe. One where they just kept on hitting. 4 hits, 6 runs scored, and a 6-run lead on what was a tie game to start the 9th. The Cougars have a lot of work to do. We come back to close it out.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, not nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything in your workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
I'll show you what's next. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, keeping it fresh. But like it's on display. It's a new cool, new look. Now or never. It's better than ever. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow.
Bottom 9, and the Cougars, as Dan said, have some work to do here in Edwardsville. 9-3, the Illinois State lead. Back to the mound with a much different task goes Reese Clapp. He came in to pitch the 8th inning and retire the side in order. And I'm sure in his mind and the mind of most, they thought that it was going to be a kind of a closer type situation, right? You're going to try to come in there and keep things tight. And his offense had other ideas. And so now the Cougars will try to chip away. It's Bloomer, Nedved, and Willoughby here in the 9th inning. First pitch to Bloomer is in for strike one. Chase Bloomer, 1 out of 2 today. A single, a strikeout. He has walked and scored.
3 batters face for Reese Clapp. Took him 13 pitches to sit all of them out, 2 by way of the K.
Big bouncer to third. Machi's throw is across. That's out number 1.
Machi gets the very generous hop there as well over at first base. Head height, quick ball across, and out and away with the first of the 3.
The first pitch is inside. Nedved, hitless today. He drove in a run in the first. 1-0 pitch. Two, or I should say 2-0. Three-0 pitch is in there to Nedved. Three one. Clapp takes a long look. 3-2 pitch. In low, Nedved takes a walk. He's on with 1 away here in the 9th. Yep. Here's Willoughby, and the first pitch to Willoughby is just on the outside for a strike. It is a pinch hitter, actually. Diego Ortiz is pinch hitting. So Ortiz batting for Willoughby, and he takes one on the inside for a strike. First at bat for Ortiz for the Cougars. 6'1" junior out of West Covina, California, Mount San Antonio College. And he is out on strikes as he reaches for one. Third strikeout for Clapp. Second out here in the ninth. SIUE down to its final out in this one. Harris will hit for the second time.
Now to bat, number 10, Easton Harris.
Harris dropped that double into shallow center back in the seventh inning as a pinch hitter. And he's behind in the count, 0-1. And he sends one in the air into deep left field. Bakes his back, and it's gone. Easton Harris with the home run. That'll draw the Cougars closer here in the bottom of the inning. He is 2 for 2 today with a double and now a 2-run homer. Now 349 off the bat. That's the distance, by the way. 95 miles per hour off the bat.
About to say 349 miles an hour. That's a speeding ticket if I've ever heard one.
Told you it was windy. First pitch into Gage Frank as a strike on the inside.
Should have looked like for him as well. Got down on it and just pulled right over.
Pulled it out of here.
Far mound. Unfortunately, I think you'll hear this conversation a lot. That's one of those momentum killers. You're out of base runners. Now you're at 2 outs. Home run's great. The 2 runs are awesome. I'd like a couple base runners here.
Well, this one's tapped back to the mound. Clapp will make the play himself. And that's how this one comes to a close as the Redbirds come in here and defeat the Cougars by a final of 9-5. Illinois State improves to 3-1 rather. Illinois SIUE drops to 1-3 as the Redbirds get a big ninth inning, a 6-run top of the ninth inning, and win this one over SIUE here this afternoon.
Very successful trip through the Ohio Valley Conference for Illinois State as well, and I think that's the conversation right there. The second inning, a good turnaround for Illinois State. The first run scored in the first that really turned this game up for Illinois State. They felt like they had the bats going from the start, and they closed out with the bats really firing on all cylinders.
So Illinois State victorious here on the road. We'll be back with you for baseball in a week on Tuesday the 24th. It will be St. Louis in here in Edwardsville. Now for our entire ESPN Plus crew and for my partner Daniel Rodier, I'm Joe Pott from Roy E. Lee Field at the Simmons Baseball Complex, where the final score is Illinois 9, SIUE 5. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived at ESPN.com. This has been a presentation of ESPN. So long for just a while.